People say, in World War II, they put sawdust in bread. Sounds grim, doesn't it? Truth is, most wartime bread wasn't really what you and I call bread, but it wasn't tree shavings either. Here's what actually happened. War choked supply lines. Wheat was scarce. Ships were sunk. Every calorie mattered. Governments stepped in and said, no more fluffy white loaves. In Britain, they rolled out the national loaf. One color, grey. It was milled at a higher extraction, about 85%, so more of the grain made it in. Bran, germ, the lot. Denser, heartier, a bit bitter. Not posh bakery stuff, more to fill you up and keep you moving. Why do that? Because efficient milling squeezes more bread from less wheat. They added calcium to fight rickets, and bakers stretched dough with what they had: barley, oats, potato. Not for fancy flavor, just to make flour go further. Toast it, butter it, sound, cold slice, chewy and miserable. Across Europe, similar story. In Germany, K-bread leaned on potatoes, rye. In occupied cities, black loaves mixed in barley, bran, other grains. Under siege, think Leningrad, flour was bulked out with bran, oilseed press cakes, cellulose from plant fiber. Not a daily standard, an emergency measure to keep famine at bay. So the sawdust bread legend? Mostly myth, born from a few desperate, tragic cases. What made this not really bread? 3 big shifts. 1, ingredients. Bread became a vehicle for whatever calories could be milled, mashed, or pressed. Grains you'd normally blend lightly, now front and center. 2, policy. States set recipes, controlled mills, rationed portions. Choice vanished, compliance kept you fed. 3, purpose. Bread stopped being a treat. It became fuel, predictable, filling, dull. And people noticed. Letters moaned about the color, the crumb, sand in the teeth vibe. Kids turned their noses up. Mums got creative, staled for toast, thick cut for soup, fried for breakfast. It wasn't lovely, but it worked. Here's the twist. Nutritionally, wartime bread was tougher but richer. More fiber, more minerals. White bread came back after the war because people craved comfort, not because grey bread failed. We chose softness over substance. So was wartime bread real bread? If bread means wheat, yeast, water, salt, sometimes. If bread means cultural comfort, fresh, soft, white, then no. It was survival bread, built by policy and scarcity. Not delicious, not fake, just honest about the times. Next time you hear they ate sawdust, remember the truth. They ate what they had. Barley, rye, oats, potatoes, fortifiers. Not a myth to laugh at, but a lesson in resilience and how quickly taste follows peace. All right, question for you. If your daily bread had to trade pleasure for purpose, how would you make it bearable? Toast? Soup? A sly scrape of something salty? Let me know. And if you learn something, give this a like. There's plenty more where that came from.